There has been a total of 6 versions and patches released for the original PC version of GTA San Andreas, some that are good and some that are really disliked. But what do these versions differ from each other? Starting off with the original retail release from June 7, 2005, released along with the Xbox version. It's definitely the most well-known and used version for PCs, since it fully allows the user to install mods to the game in any way possible, which caused a ton of issues due to the files of the Hot Coffee minigame still resting inside the game. For a day one release, while having certain bugs and glitches, it was and still is the best way to play the game on a computer. On June 9th, a modder managed to re-enable those files for the Hot Coffee minigame, leading to one of gaming's biggest controversies and legal battles that would drag on for quite a while. Right in the next month on July 20th, new copies received an adults-only rating and had to be pulled from shelves all across the globe, which eventually led to Rockstar releasing the digital patch 1.01. Releasing on August 10th, the script for the minigame got completely removed from the game, and strangely enough, this was the only real patch that added some bug fixes and minor additions to the game. Finally, some widescreen resolutions got added, so you could play in a 16:9 aspect ratio on a modern monitor. And on the main menu, you can now notice your version number sitting at the bottom right corner. While some mods and ASI plugins broke after this, it did bring other bug fixes and improvements, such as a fix for an issue where dirty cars remain dirty forever, even after using the pay-in spray, improved streaming the world from DVDs, and another fix for an issue where you couldn't map the numpad 5 key to anything. It's overall one of the best versions to play with, and it's arguably considered to be the speedrun patch due to being the least broken of them all. Then on September 6th, Rockstar released the brand new 2nd edition. Newer copies have gotten back the mature rating, and this release basically removed the minigame entirely, but it also introduced a new thing: file size checks. If you were modifying a texture or model back in the day, you might have noticed the game would crash upon startup or when loading a save file. The game's executable essentially checks if the size of the files are matching hard-coded values set by the developers, so if it were even slightly different, it would result in a game crash afterwards. Fixes from the earlier patch still remained, but modding was officially off the table. To accommodate digital storefronts, Rockstar released their previously made titles onto Steam on January 4th, 2008, which included none other than Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Titled as the 3.0 version, it might have been a weird mix of versions released from earlier, with UI elements like the letter spacing being slightly lower and the subtitles being smaller, which was a thing from the original Xbox release. Some bug fixes from patch 1.01 got entirely removed for some reason, but the widescreen resolution still remained in the settings, including the following releases. And finally, the last set of updates ever made for the original PC release, being released on November 7, 2014, starting off the new Steam lineup with New Steam R1. It's arguably the most disliked update ever, since it removed a total of 17 songs from the radio stations due to licensing issues. It removed direct input support, effectively making PlayStation controllers not work anymore, and got replaced with X input support instead. If you switch to joypad in the game's control settings, you'd see that there aren't any icons added for the corresponding buttons and analog sticks. Some controls don't even register. There were no rumble support either, and it didn't have any of the bug fixes from the 1.01 patch, which made this version known as one of the worst ways to play the game on PC. And on December 9th, 2014, the final update titled New Steam R2 rolled out, which supposedly brought unlocked 16:9 resolutions for displays. If you enjoyed this video and want to support, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment if you feel like it. And if you want to check out more content, you can always find them on my channel. But in the meantime, I'll see you in the next video.